Okay, so the book of Revelation is one of the scariest books in the Bible. And some people wonder, is it to be taken literally? Or is a lot of this metaphorical? Well, we may, and that's a big may, have just gotten our answer. In Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name right, some city in Saudi Arabia, they just went through a huge sandstorm. And this thing is so powerful you can barely tell that it's daytime. And a group of men took a video. They were huddled together, hiding. The best thing you can do in a sandstorm is wait it out. Don't go anywhere. Just if you're caught in one while you're driving down the road, pull over to the side of the road, park your car. But they're doing what any person should do. They're waiting it out, and they catch a glimpse of something. A black horse.
يا ناس سبحان الله الله أكبر.
Now, I don't understand most of what was being said. I do understand Allah is great. I'll link the video in the description to this one. But first thing that my Christian community and I thought of, I don't know if any of you have seen this yet, but for those of you who haven't, the first thing that we thought was the 7 seals and the 7 trumpets of the apocalypse. And we may very well be in it already and just not know it. Thing is, in the seals that are to be broken, the signs include the horsemen and the Euphrates River being dried up. Well, Turkey has shut off the flow of the Euphrates officially, and the water level to the rivers are actually subsiding. They have subsided, I think it was 10 meters. It was either 6 or 10 meters and had another 6 or 10 to go. But the Euphrates River is drying up. Now, in all of my videos, obviously I have the book opened or bookmarked, but I'm getting ready to teach. So, what this had me do, first of all, as a person who has a hearing loss for a good majority of his life, you learn to listen to a person's voice to gauge their emotion. And I hear anxiety and fear. That's just me. You know, Snopes even did an article on it. They could not debunk it. They could not say no. What they did say was, possibly, this is a big possibility, but it's a stretch at best, really, because what they said was possibly a balloon shaped like a horse. That's got to be a pretty damn big balloon then, because you can tell there are buildings in the video. You can tell by the landmarks that this is a full-blown horse, a full-size horse. So this balloon has to be pretty damn big. But onto the scripture. Revelation chapter 6. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. When the Lamb opened the 2nd seal, I heard the 2nd living creature say, "Come." Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth, and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. When the Lamb opened the 3rd seal, I heard the 3rd living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the 4 living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil and the wine. When the Lamb opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power of over a 1/4 of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. Folks, make no mistake about it, I do believe that this is biblical. And until someone can prove that this was a hoax, I believe exactly what I just read is happening. Let me go back over that. Chapter 6, verse 5. When the Lamb opened the 3rd seal, the 3rd, I heard the 3rd living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm anxious to see what is to come of this. I'm not afraid. I'm excited. You know, I can't tell you how many times I have been told that Christians fear death, and that's why they got to talk about the afterlife so much. If that's your standpoint, well, I want you to answer me this. How come we're so anxious to see it? How come instead of fear, we're actually feeling excitement? Oh yeah, we're really afraid. No, I'll tell you what it is. Christians have something to look forward to. We thoroughly believe in the afterlife because we have seen and felt proof. For the Christians that have simply lost their way, I'm sorry. It wasn't God that failed you. You failed yourself. God told us, Jesus himself told us, we will be put to the test. We will be tried. And yes, even in the final hours, put to death for his name's sake. He did not promise us glory, prosperity, and full-on happiness on earth. He told us to expect the exact opposite. And you're sitting there letting something in your life get you down. You're blaming it on God. That's fine. You know, about a year ago, 2 years ago, something got me real down. Something got me to the breaking point. And that's when I really found God. See, it's only when we are pushed to our absolute limits that we find out who we really are. And for those of you who lose faith, I'm sorry you didn't have strength. I'm not mocking you. I really do feel sympathy for you. And I hope that through my videos and through talking to me, maybe you'll find your way back. But I'm not mocking you. Exactly the opposite. But time's running out. You can deny it all you want. This thing gives a pretty detailed prologue of what we can expect. So when we're caught off guard, it's our own fault. When we're caught off guard, I hope that we're strong enough to remember we're not the only Christians out there and that we need to turn to one another for help. When the rest of the world refuses to see that this is truth, that this predicted it all, I hope that you remember to look to one another and remain strong. Because this, from what I could hear in their voices, this was real. A flying black horse didn't have a rider, but it also did not have wings. I hope it's proven to be a hoax. I really do. But so far it's not.